Hello from Tennessee. So there's been a video out that has kind of gone viral, and I wanted to put my 2 cents in on this topic. And so while my title is kind of tongue in cheek, there is a lot of truth to it. And I felt it appropriate to have this watch here out along with my blue shark strap that was sent to me gratis, a company I'm working with currently and doing some reviews on. Killer combination, by the way. And I thought I'd drink some coffee from this awesome mug that my buddy Joe sent me, and just ramble a little bit. First off, I got into this hobby because, well, one, I got into the hobby because I wanted to have a hobby, and then 5 years later, I've kind of gone off the deep end. But I've stayed in the hobby because, I love watches, I love the community, and I just think it's the best hobby out there. Just such a dynamic hobby. There's so many options, and you discover new things as you look out there in the watch world. With that said, I have limited resources. I'm a firm believer of being responsible in this hobby, and as such, it's I have to forego things that I potentially want to purchase because I don't have the funds to be able to do it, and I refuse to go into debt for it. So with that said, I've been doing this channel probably, let me take a quick drink here. I've been doing this channel for over 4 years, and it's a super slow roll. It kind of ebbs and flows. I put a lot of time and effort into it. But again, it's fun. So I'm not saying that to complain or anything. It's just, it's fun for me, but there is a time outlay, and as I enjoy it, it doesn't feel like work. With that said, I really want to, continue to stay fluent in the hobby. And one way I can do that is to have folks work with me, and eventually monetize and maybe make a little extra money just so that I don't have to take funds out of my normal budget, which I'm trying to save for retirement, to allocate towards this hobby. I mean, that's the goal. I don't think I've actually spent any new money in the hobby for quite a while, actually. I went gangbusters for a while, got my collection, and now that money is just shifting around within that collection. So, for me, as the title says, I want to get paid to play. I mean, that's the ultimate there. I mean, in terms of being able to do some content, make a little money, I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. Now, with that said, I think it is disingenuous to think that just because any YouTuber collects money for what they do, that their integrity necessarily needs to be in question. I think that's a false premise. Not saying that that doesn't happen, but I know several in the hobby that have YouTube channels that I think are stand-up individuals and really try to do it for similar reasons, for their love of watches, the love of the community. And are there cash grabs out there? Absolutely, but that's with anything too as well. So I think at the end of the day, it really is buyer beware, right? I think that if you are researching a watch, looking for something, that you get multiple opinions on it. And I really don't watch much YouTube anymore in terms of regularly channels. What I like to do is I like to get different perspectives on watches as I'm getting ready to purchase them. So I'll watch, if I've got one watch in mind right now that actually I'm getting ready to purchase, and luckily or unluckily, there's not a lot of videos out on there. So I've been scouring, trying to find stuff on this particular watch. And I think that, you get a lot of YouTubers that will just show the watch. I like some of the channels that actually just show it, give the specs, and just have some music playing in the background and don't say anything. Because ultimately, what I want to see is how that looks in the lighting, how it looks on somebody's wrist, maybe how the lume looks, and so forth. So that's it. I know this is a little bit of a ramble. Like I said, a little bit tongue in cheek. I think it's an interesting topic, and especially because if you think about it, the world's changed over the last several decades. The fact that anyone can be a content creator now really opens up an avenue for folks to try to do something different. Uh, but like I said, for me, at the end of the day, it's just having fun. And would I like to do this full time and be able to not have to do my day job 100%? But that's not a reality. I'm so far from that it's ridiculous. But I'd be lying if I said in the back of my mind that as I move into retirement, I would love a way to supplement my income and stay in the hobby. So, um, so to close, I think, don't really listen to what anybody says, including me. I'm just this rambling fool, to be honest with you, who maybe has some similar interest to you. But do your due diligence. Um, and if you feel like somebody is just doing a cash grab out there, just don't watch them and move on. I think that's kind of what it is right there. But I don't think there's anything that is inherently bad about YouTubers trying to eke out a little existence. So that's it. Hope this makes sense. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay positive, make friends, enjoy the journey. Take care, everybody.